Hey guys, Neomis here, and for another video today. We gotta talk about more transfers, and the other one I wanted to talk about is Lautaro Martinez. So supposedly Arsenal are interested in Lautaro Martinez, and I did think at first when I heard about it, I did think why, but it's actually come from a pretty credible journalist in Chris Wheatley, who dropped it about an hour ago, saying that Arsenal are observing the situation with Lautaro Martinez, and I thought that's an interesting one, and that's a new one. I've never talked about Lautaro Martinez, and apart from some Europa League games I've seen from him and a couple of Champions League games that I've seen from him, I don't actually really know much. But I mean, he's the big one that could have gone to Barcelona, who said that they couldn't afford him. Half a season ago to a year ago, and now Arsenal are interested in him. And you got to ask yourself, why is it that Arsenal would be interested in him? Um, there is Lacazette, who is rumored to be leaving, but I don't think Lautaro Martinez is that type of striker. Most of the goals that he scored, from what I've seen, tends to be similar to kind of Aubameyang. Now, I don't know if that means in regards to Aubameyang. More likely or not, it's Lacazette. But what does that mean for the overall gameplay? I I right now don't see how it fits, but I thought I would present the message and then I'd let you guys kind of give your opinion on Lautaro Martinez overall. Now, I pulled out some numbers based on what he did last season. Played 48 games, so a lot of games. Champions League and the Italy Cup. Scored 19 goals, so not quite 20, and 11 assists last season, which, to be honest, isn't too bad. And then the season before that, the 2019-2020 season, he played 49 games, playing a mixture of Champions League and Europa League football, including Serie A, and scored 21 goals and 8 assists, which also isn't that bad, to be really honest. But when you look at his goals to minute ratio here that I'm looking at, this is the 2019 season. Let's look at particularly the Serie A side. Scores a goal every 2.466 games, which is okay. Um, that's probably a fair amount overall. But and then when you look at it this season, it's around the same again at 2.5, so a little bit less overall. But you could say that the 2019-2020 season, like, he scored more goals in the Champions League and the Europa League to help supplement that. Still, from what I've seen, he hasn't scored 20 goals in his domestic league, and you have to understand that 20 goals in a domestic league for any strikers is tough to find. To be real honest, like, it's not like the old days where you could pick up a 20 goal season kind of domestic striker for a decent price. I think strikers now are going for their premium, and you can understand why. Every club needs goals, and the video that I just did earlier on today, talking about Martin Odegaard, Arsenal need goals, and why not Lautaro Martinez? So he's got some decent numbers, and the price tag, no price tag yet, but according to Transfer Market, and along with some other online sources, have his valuation anywhere between 60 and 72 million, which is just ridiculous when you look at that, for a guy whose contract runs out in 2023, which is in two years time. Under 2 years time now, to be going for that kind of amount is not great. If he signs a new deal, then I guess Arsenal won't be interested in. It's probably my guess. And the fact that his contract is running out is probably the reason why Arsenal are interested in him. Because if Lacazette does leave, you bring in a quality player like him, 23 years old, great sell-on value, which is another thing that Arsenal are probably thinking of as well. So that, he comes in for, let's say, 2 to 3 seasons. Hopefully things will work out, and then Arsenal could potentially sell him for a lot more money than that, and I think that's the kind of route that Arsenal are kind of looking to go for. So financially, it does make sense. How it fits into the team and the way how the team plays right now, very shaky. I don't quite get that, but let's see what happens around that. But let's hear your thoughts about it. I mean, for me, Lacazette is the ideal candidate for me to stay. He gives us so much more, but I just don't know whether he will sign a new deal. And to be honest, like, he doesn't need to sign a new deal. Whichever way he goes, he's going to earn a decent number of money. He'll get a new challenge. Who knows? He might even go to the MLS at the end of the season. I think he's got a lot of things going for him. Can still play in Europe, so maybe not the MLS as of yet. But I think he's still a quality player that he can give Arsenal a lot, or any other team a lot as well. But leave your comments below on the news on Lautaro Martinez. An interesting one is what I would probably put it as. Let's not dive too into that yet. I definitely think this is more an opportunistic signing rather than something that's actually been planned from the beginning to really go behind. Similar to kind of the James Maddison thing as well. I think if there's an opportunity for them to get Lautaro Martinez, I think Arsenal would. But I don't personally think that that's going to happen. But leave your comments below on your thoughts on Lautaro Martinez, along with any other thing that you're interested in talking about that I've mentioned in the video. And yeah, check out my other content. Do remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all on my next video, which should be in the end screen now.